keep listening to Radio Vishnu 90.4 towards Knowledge Society. Thank you.
Hello, listeners. Good evening. You're listening to Radio Vishnu 90.4, Sri Vishnu Education Society, and Radio Vishnu 90.4 proudly attempting Guinness World Record exclusively with 100 student hours for the duration of 72 hours, 30 minutes, and 30 seconds. I'm student RJ Yukta Kanchmurti, and I feel extremely happy to be a part of this Guinness World Record attempt. Our application number is 220516125713 LRPB, and our title is Longest Radio Play Broadcast Continuously. My allotted participant number is 18. Now let's talk about the Seven Sisters of India. The Seven Sisters states, also known as Paradise Unexplored, is a name given to the neighboring states Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, and Tripura in northeastern India. These states cover an area of about 250,000 km or about 7% of India's total area. They have a population of 38.6 million in 2000, about 3.8% of India's total. Although there is great ethnic and religious diversity within the seven states, they also have similarities in political, social, and economic contexts. The Seven Sisters of India are a chain of seven northeastern states in India. Geographically, these states are isolated from the rest of the country. Culturally, they are diverse. The people of these states are descendants of many different groups, including Mongolians, Tibetans, and Burmese. Each of the states has its own distinct culture, language, and cuisine. They are home to some magnificent terrains and hills in India, inhabited with exotic flora and fauna and diverse traditions that highlight the culture in India. The Seven Sisters of the Northeast have been attracting young travelers and explorers from all over the world as they are on the list of the finest places to visit in India. Every place has its own significance and has a name representing its own diversity and speciality, such as Assam is known as the land of tea, Arunachal Pradesh as the land of dawn-lit mountains, Nagaland is also known as the land of headhunters, while Manipur is known as the jewel of India, Mizoram the land of hills, Tripura state of primate species, Meghalaya as the Scotland of the East. Northeast India, officially Northeastern Region NER, is the easternmost region of India, representing both a geographic and political administrative division of the country. The region shares an international border of 5,182 kilometers, about 99% of total geographical boundary, with several neighboring countries, 1,395 kilometers with Tibet Autonomous Region, after Chinese occupation of Tibet in the north, 1,640 kilometers with Myanmar in the east, 1,596 kilometers with Bangladesh in the southwest, 97 kilometers with Nepal in the west, and 455 kilometers with Bhutan in the northwest. It comprises an area of 262,230 square kilometers, almost 8% of that of India. The states of Northeastern Region are officially recognized under the Northeastern Council, constituted in 1971 as the acting agency for the development of the Northeastern states. Long after induction of NEC, Sikkim formed part of the Northeastern Region as the 8th state in 2002. India's Look-East connectivity projects connect Northeast India to East Asia and ASEAN. Guwahati city in Assam is called the gateway to the Northeast and is the largest metropolis in Northeast India. The earliest settlers may have been Austroasiatic speakers from Southeast Asia, followed by Tibeto-Burman speakers from China, and by 500 BCE, Indo-Aryan speakers from the gigantic plains as well as Krathi speakers from southern Yunnan and Shan state. Due to the biodiversity and crop diversity of the region, archaeological researchers believe that early settlers of northeast India had domesticated several important plants. Writers believe that the 100 BCE writings of Chinese explorer Zhang Qian indicate an early trade route via northeast India. The Periplus of the Earthian Sea mentions a people called Sis Atai in the region who produced Malabar so prized in the Old World. Ptolemy's Geographia, century ECE, calls the region Khiradia, apparently after the Kiratha population. In the early historical period, most of the first millennium CE, Kamarupas straddle most of the present-day northeast India. Besides Bhutan and Sylhet in Bangladesh, Zhuangzang, a traveling Chinese Buddhist monk, visited Kamarupa in the 7th century CE. He described the people as short in stature and black-looking, whose speech differed a little from Central India and who were of simple but violent disposition. He wrote that the people in Kamarupa knew of Sishuhan, which lay to the kingdom's east beyond a treacherous mountain. The northeastern states were established during the British Raj of the 19th and early 20th centuries, where they became relatively isolated from traditional trading partners such as Bhutan and Myanmar. Many of the peoples in present-day Mizoram, Meghalaya and Nagaland converted to Christianity under the influence of British Welsh missionaries. Manipur kingdoms fell to a Burmese invasion. The ensuing First Anglo-Burmese War resulted in the entire region coming under British control. In the colonial period 1826 to 1947, Northeast India was made a part of Bengal province from 1839 to 1873, after which colonial Assam became its own province, but which included Sylhet. After Indian independence from British rule in 1947, the northeastern region of British India consisted of Assam and the princely states of Manipur Kingdom and Tripura Kingdom. Subsequently, Nagaland in 1963, Meghalaya in 1972, Arunachal Pradesh in 1975, capital changed to Itanagar, formed on 20 February 1987, and Mizoram in 1987 were formed out of the large territory of Assam. Manipur and Tripura remained union territories of India from 1956 until 1972, when they attained fully fledged statehood. Sikkim was integrated as the 8th Northeastern Council state in 2002. When India became self-governing from the United Kingdom in 1947, only 3 states covered the area. Manipur and Tripura were princely states, while a much bigger Assam province was under direct British rule. Its capital was Shillong, current-day Meghalaya's capital. 4 new states were carved out of the original territory of Assam in the decades following independence, in line with the strategy of the Indian government of reorganizing the states along ethnic and linguistic lines. Therefore, Nagaland became a separate state in 1963, followed by Meghalaya in 1972. Mizoram became a union territory in 1972 and achieved statehood along with Arunachal Pradesh in 1987. Apart from Assam, where the main language is Assamese, and Tripura, where the major language is Bengali, the province has a predominantly tribal population that speaks plentiful Tibeto-Burman and Austroasiatic languages. Metis, the third most spoken language in this region, is a Tibeto-Burman language. Hinduism and Christianity are the predominant religions in this region. The large and populous states of Assam, Tripura, and Manipur remain predominantly Hindu, with a sizable Muslim minority in Assam. Through the work of Christian missionaries, Christianity has become the major religion in the states of Nagaland, Mizoram, and Meghalaya. Seven Sisters is derived from the word Northeast States. Most important industries in the area are tea-based, crude oil, natural gas, silk, bamboo, and handicraft. The states are greatly forested and have plentiful rainfall. There are beautiful wildlife sanctuaries, tea estates, and mighty rivers like Brahmaputra. The region is home to one-hind rhinoceros, elephants, and other endangered wildlife. For security reasons, including intertribal tensions, widespread insurgencies, and disputed borders with neighboring China, there are restrictions on foreigners visiting the area, hampering the development of the potential profitable tourism industry. People are fundamentally non-vegetarian. Even if they ship vegetable, they'll add non-vegetarian to the same. In most parts of this region, especially Nagaland, people eat every accessible animal and do not throw away any part of it. Fish remains the much loved dish for most. Tripura and Assam, due to their closeness with parts of Bengal, shows more love for fish than any other state. Rice is the fastener food in this region. In Assam, people eat rice in variety of forms and flavors. Pita, a rice-based sweet, is a well-liked dish of this region. People put less oil and utilize mustard oil as the medium of cooking. Dishes prepared from ducks, bamboo shoots, etc. are very much popular in Northeast zone. Some of the most popular Northeast Indian cuisines are Panch Foran Dal Curry, Misa Mach Pura Mach, Assam Laksa Stock, Dal and Eggs, Kot Pita, Bamboo Shoot Fry, Pura Ha, Fish Fried Rice, Tukpa or Gyatuk. The people of Assam had suffered a lot due to the invasion of Myanmar, Maurya rebellion and the fall of the Ahom kingdom. They misunderstood the purpose of the British and welcomed them not knowing the real purpose. The British wanted to occupy Assam and add it to the British Empire, which considered of almost whole India. The posts under the pike system were filled up with people of non-Assamese. The people in general and the intellectuals in particular were unhappy with this decision and plans were set to overthrow the British rule. Assam took part in the non-cooperation progress launched by Mahatma Gandhi along with the rest of the country. At the second session of the Indian National Congress held at Calcutta, Assam was represented by Bipin Chandra Pal, Satyanath Baura, Devi Chandra Baura, Kamini Kumar Chandra. The year 1912 is a significant year as in this year Mahatma Gandhi visited Assam. Assam Bengal train service and steamer companies went on smack and after 63 years of Assam came under the rule of governor which lasted till 1936. Assam Bengal train service and steamer companies went on smack. Assam took part in the civil disobedience movement launched by Mahatma Gandhi in 1930 along with the rest of the country. Self-governance was introduced in Assam in 1935. People of Assam took part in the Quit India movement of 1942. When India achieved its independence in 1947, the people of Assam won control of the state assembly and started a campaign to reaffirm the dominance of Assamese civilization in the region and provide more employment opportunities for native Assamese. Due to this, some tribal areas were separated. These tribal areas started demanding independence from India. The Indian government partitioned the former Assam into the tribal states of Nagaland, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Manipur and Arunachal Pradesh. And do you know why these states are so special? Because these states have all connected borders with each other state. The Government of India also signed an agreement with the people of Assam in 1985. Assam Gana Parishad Party came to power after elections were held in the state. In the 1990s, military groups like ULFA, the United Liberation Front of Assam, started demanding independence of Assam from the middle government. These groups do not hesitate to use force and resort to violence to make their point. The government improved the presence of the armed forces in the region to control these separatist outfits. The army has been accused by the local people of violating human rights. Whenever we speak of tribes and tribal civilization in India, the northeastern region once comes to mind. And do you know why? Because the people over there are still not modernized yet and their natural habitat have been undamaged. Apart from protection and magnificent tribal life, Northeast is also rich in terms of landscape, flora and fauna. Arunachal Pradesh has 26 major tribes. In the state of Orissa, there are around 62 different tribes, totaling up to 7 million. Can you imagine? 7 million of tribes belonging to a single state. Most important tribes in Orissa include Bondas, Gadavas, Koyas, Kondas and Sauras. Nagaland is home to 16 major tribes in northeastern India. The state of Assam in northeast is also home to a number of ancient tribal groups These include Khamti, Fakyal, Kamyang, Aitonia, Nara, Gurung, and Sham. The northeast region can be physiographically categorized into the eastern Himalaya, the Patkar and the Brahmaputra and the Barak Valley plains. Northeast India, at the confluence of Indo-Malayan, Indo-Chinese, and Indian biogeographical realms, has a predominantly humid subtropical climate with hot, humid summers, severe monsoons, and mild winters. Along with the west coast of India, this region has some of the Indian subcontinent's last remaining rainforests, which support diverse flora and fauna and several crop species. Reserves of petroleum and natural gas in this region are estimated to constitute a fifth of India's total potential. The region is covered by the mighty Brahmaputra Barak river systems and their tributaries. Geographically, apart from Brahmaputra, Barak, and Impal valleys, and some flatlands in between the hills of Meghalaya and Tripura, the remaining two-thirds of the area is hilly terrain interspersed with valleys and plains. The altitude varies from almost sea level to 7,000 meters above MSL. The region's high rainfall for averaging around 10,000 millimeters and above creates problems for the ecosystem such as high seismic activity and floods. The states of Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim have a mountain climate with cold, snowy winters and mild summers. Kanchenjunga, the third highest mountain peak in the world, rising to an altitude of 8,586 meters, lies in between the state Sikkim and adjacent country Nepal. The climate. Well, you must be wondering about the climate of these 7 northeastern states. Now let us just describe about the climate of these 7 sister states. Northeast India has a subtropical climate that is influenced by its relief and influences from the southwest and northeast monsoons. The Himalayas to the north, the Meghalaya Plateau to the south, and the hills of Nagaland. Mizoram and Manipur to the east influences the climate. Since monsoon winds originating from the Bay of Bengal move northeast, these mountains force the moist winds upwards, causing them to cool adiabatically and condense into clouds, releasing heavy precipitation on these slopes. It is the rainiest region in the country, with many places receiving an average rainfall of 2000 mm, which is mostly concentrated in summer during the monsoon season. Cherrapunji, located on the Meghalaya Plateau, is one of the rainiest places in the world, with an annual precipitation of 11,777 mm. Temperatures are moderate in the Brahmaputra and Barak Valley river systems, which decreases with altitude in the hilly areas. At the highest altitudes, there is permanent snow cover. In general, the region has 3 seasons: winter, summer, and rainy, in which the rainy season coincides with the summer months, much like the rest of India. Winter is from early November until mid-March, while summer is from mid-April to mid-October. Under the Köppen climate classification, the region is divided into 3 broad types: A. Tropical climates, B. Warm temperate mesothermal climates, and C. Snow microthermal climates. The tropical climates are located in parts of Manipur, Tripura, Mizoram, and the Khajar plains, south of 25 degrees, and are classified as tropical wet and dry. Much of Assam, Nagaland, northern parts of Meghalaya and Manipur, and parts of Arunachal Pradesh fall within the warm temperature mesothermal climates type B, where the mean temperatures in coldest months are between -3 to 18 degrees Celsius. The entire Brahmaputra Valley has a humid subtropical climate with hot summers. At altitudes between 500 to 1500 meters, located in the eastern hills of Nagaland, Manipur, and Arunachal Pradesh, a climate prevails with warm summers. Locations above 1500 meters in Meghalaya, parts of Nagaland, and northern Arunachal Pradesh have a climate with short and cool summers. Finally, the extreme northern parts of Arunachal Pradesh are classified as humid continental climates with mean winter temperatures below -3 degrees Celsius. Temperatures vary by altitude, with the warmest places being in the Brahmaputra and Barak river plains and the coldest at the highest altitudes. It is also influenced by proximity to the sea, with the valleys and western areas being close to the sea, which moderates temperatures. Generally, temperatures in the hilly areas and mountainous areas are lower than the plains, which lie at a lower altitude. Summer temperatures tend to be more uniform than winter temperatures due to high cloud cover and humidity. In the Brahmaputra and Barak Valley river plains, mean winter temperatures vary between 16 and 17 degrees Celsius, while mean summer temperatures are around 28 degrees Celsius. The highest summer temperature occur in the West Tripura plain, with Agartala, the capital of Tripura, having mean maximum summer temperatures ranging between 33 and 35 degrees Celsius. The highest temperatures in summer occur before the arrival of monsoons, and thus eastern areas have the highest temperatures in June and July, where the monsoon arrives later than western areas. In the Khachar plain, located south of the Brahmaputra plain, temperatures are higher than the Brahmaputra plain, although the temperature range is smaller owing to higher cloud cover and the monsoons that moderate mid temperatures year round. In the mountainous areas of Arunachal Pradesh, the Himalayan ranges in the northern border with India and China experience the lowest areas with altitudes exceeding 2000 meters, receive snowfall during winters, and have cool summers. Below 2000 meters above sea level, winter temperatures reach up to 15 degrees Celsius during the day, with nights dropping to zero, while summers are cool with a mean maximum of 25 degrees Celsius and a mean minimum of 15 degrees Celsius. In the hilly areas of Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, and Mizoram, winters are cold while summers are cooler. The plains in Manipur have colder winter minimums than what is warranted by its elevation, owing to being surrounded by hills on all the sides. This is due to temperature elevation during winter nights, when cold air descends from hills into the valleys before, and its geographic location, which prevents winds that bring hot temperatures and humidity from coming into the Manipur plain. For example, in Impal, winter daytime temperatures hover around 21 degrees Celsius, but nighttime temperatures drop to 3 degrees Celsius. Can you imagine how cold it can be? No part of northeast India receives less than 1000 of rainfall a year. Areas in the Brahmaputra Valley receive 2000 of rainfall a year, while mountainous areas receive 2000 to 3000 a year. The southwest monsoon is responsible for bringing 90% of the annual rainfall to the region. April to late October are the months where most of the rainfall in northeast India occurs, with June and July being the rainiest months. In most parts of the region, the average date of onset of the monsoons is 1 June. Southern areas are the first to receive the monsoon, with the Brahmaputra Valley and the mountainous north receiving later. In the hilly parts of Mizoram, the closer the proximity to the Bay of Bengal causes it to experience early monsoons, with June being the wettest season. High risk seismic zone. As we all know, the northeastern region of India is a mega earthquake prone zone, caused by active fault plains beneath formed by the convergence of three tectonic plates, viz. India Plate, Eurasian Plate, and Burma Plate. Historically, the region has suffered from two great earthquakes, with their magnitudes greater than 8 Richter scale reading in the year 1897, Assam earthquake, and 1950, Assam Tibet earthquake, and about 20 large earthquakes with their magnitudes ranging between 8 Richter scale reading and 7 Richter scale reading. Since 1897, the 1950 Assam Tibet earthquake is still the largest earthquake in India. Now, let us look at the sister states one by one. And the first one we are going to look at is Arunachal Pradesh, also known as the land of dawn-lit mountains. The land of rising sun, as its name suggests in Sanskrit, Arunachal Pradesh is the largest northeastern state, contradicting the states have the lowest population density in India, which is 17 people per square kilometer. As per the 2011 census, it is also home to the famous Thwang Monastery, India's largest and the world's second largest Buddhist monastery. Referred to as the least explored state in India, Arunachal Pradesh is wild and pristine, in its full glory. The largest state among Seven Sisters is an attractive mix of snow-capped peaks, lush green forest, and gushing streams of energetic water bodies. Arunachal Pradesh is best known for its magnificent forest and offers exciting activities for tourists to try. Tripura, Mizoram, and the Khajar Plains, south of 25 degrees north, lie between the boundaries of the Arunachal Pradesh and Manipur. The land of dawnlit mountains is a heaven for 26 indigenous tribes and almost 500 exotic bird species. Along with that, it is home to the unique red panda. One of the largest national parks of India, Namdapa is located in this state. Arunachal Pradesh promises its tourists and visitors adventures to cherish forever. Can you imagine for all their lifetime? This region is all about the raw beauty of nature that cannot be found anywhere across the world. As a tourist, you can bask in glory amidst the snow-capped mountains and inhale the mountain air or seek solace amidst the serene environment. Arunachal Pradesh is a state of rich Indian culture and history. Some popular festivals celebrated here are the Losar Festival, the Zero Festival of Music, and the Pangsau Pass Winter Festival. If one is looking to spend some time in the hilly abode of Arunachal Pradesh, then Tawang should be your first choice. Along with Tawang, you can also explore Noora Nang Falls, Madhuri Lake, and enjoy a perfect view of Mount Dhafa, the highest peak in the northeastern India in the state. Among the traditional attire of Arunachal Pradesh include shawls, wraps, and skirts. Also, Idu Mishmi's traditional dress is black with reddish embellishments. For women and men wear a cloth linen cloth, a jacket along with cane, that hat and red embellishments. The cuisine in Arunachal Pradesh is made using fresh herbs and vegetables. Some famous dishes include bamboo shoots, lushchar, momos, pikpilla, and more. Some popular dance forms of Arunachal Pradesh include the Vancho dance, the Idu Mishmi dance, the Garo Mishmi Bhuiya dance, and the Kamti dance. Hindi and English are the official languages of Arunachal Pradesh. Assam. Now we're going to look about the largest northeastern Seven Sisters state, which is Assam. Apart from the world famous Assam tea and India's first oil refinery, Assam produces 3 types of silk. One of which, Muga, made with a golden fiber, is produced only in Assam and is said to outlast its owner. Assam is also the birthplace of Indian celebrities like Bhupen Hazarika, Seema Biswas, and Arnab Goswami. And I assume you must all know Arnab Goswami. Nestled in the country's northeast corner, Assam is a land of misty mountains and verdant valleys. The Seven Sisters of India are a region in the northeast known for its natural beauty, Assam silk, and tea production. The area has rolling hills, dense forest, and winding rivers. Majestically stretched out over 78,438 km, Assam is popularly known for its wildlife tourism to Kaziranga National Park, Manas National Park, World Heritage Sites, and Dibru-Saikhowa National Park. The state is also home to a variety of animal species including one-horned Indian rhinoceros, wild water buffalo, pygmy hog, tiger, Asiatic birds, and Asian elephant. The beauty of Assam is breathtaking, and it cannot be shared. The hills of North India have great potential to fill the wanderlust. It is also home to one of the oldest pilgrimage sites, the Kamakhya temple, and attracts numerous devotees from different parts of India. Along with that, the locals are warm and hospitable, and the food is delicious. If you are looking for an off-the-beaten-path destination in India, consider visiting this, one of the stunning lands of Seven Sisters. Bihu is one of India's most legendary harvest festivals, celebrated in Assam 3 times a year. Magh Bihu is celebrated in January, Rongali Bihu is celebrated in April, and Kati Bihu in October. Women wear colorful mukhlas, the traditional dress of Assam, and dance to the tunes of drums. At the same time, menfolk play the drums and sing together to celebrate the most important festival in India, the Bihu festival. Assam has plethora of beautiful places to experience and is one of the major tourist attractions in northeast India. Assam boasts of rich and deep-rooted wildlife in India and is proudly home to one-horned rhinoceros in the Kaziranga National Park in India. Kaziranga National Park is a World Heritage Site and hosts two-thirds of the magnificent one-horned rhinos. Along with this, you can also visit Majuli Island, Manas National Park, Tukla Tea Research Center, and Dipor Bay. Mekhla Chador or Riha Mekhla is the traditional dress adorned by women and men wearing a dhoti or surya and draping a ceiling. Assamese select to eat less spicy food compared to other North Indian dishes. They devour non-vegetarian items like fish, chicken, pigeon, and duck, and the staple food is rice. Dried fish is a trial Assamese cuisine. Ojapali, Devdasi, and Satriya are some of the major dancing forms of Assam. Assamese language or the Eastern Indo-Aryan language is the official language of the Assam state of India. Now let us learn about the Meghalaya, also known as the Scotland of the East, because of the abode of clouds and the beauty of the scenery it provides to individuals. It is located in the northeast of India and is one of the seven sister states. The states share borders with Assam, Tripura, Mizoram, and Manipur. The capital of Meghalaya is Shillong, one of the top hill stations in India. Meghalaya is also home to a number of tribal groups, including the Khasi, Jaintia, and Garo tribes, who have their own unique culture and traditions. The state is known as the abode of clouds because of the perpetual fog and mist that covers the region every time, every day, every night. Often referred to as the Scotland of the East, Meghalaya is one of the Earth's most naturally beautiful places. The landscape is full of lush greenery, towering mountains, and pristine rivers and waterfalls. The people are warm and friendly, and the culture is rich and diverse. There is so much to see and do in Meghalaya, from trekking through the jungle to exploring ancient temples. If you're looking for an amazing travel destination that's off the beaten path, Meghalaya is definitely worth considering. Festivals of Wangala is the most famous festival among the Garos of Meghalaya, India, celebrated in honor of Salgong, the sun god of fertility. Meghalaya is a perfect escape to a lush green world of peace and serenity. The most popular locations include Cherrapunji, Don Bosco Museum, Shillong, Elephant Falls, and Tura. The traditional costume for women is usually made of mulberry silk, a local selection known as Jainism. The staple food of the people is rice with spicy meat and fish preparations. They rear goats, pigs, fowl, ducks, and cows and enjoy their meat. Kashid Suk Minsyam is an annual dance of Meghalaya. Meghalaya, meaning the abode of the clouds in Sanskrit, is the wettest region in the world. Home to the cleanest villages in Asia and the birthplace of author Arundhati Roy, interestingly is one of the few communities to follow matrilineal society, where wealth is passed from mother to daughter. Isn't it amazing? Now moving on to the next state, Manipur. The most prestigious jewel of India, Manipur, is one of the least explored seven sister states of India. Manipur is home to some of India's most beautiful and culturally rich landscapes. With the capital city of Imphal, Manipur is one of the fascinating states, known for its beautiful landscape and its rich culture. It is also has an agricultural economy with significant hydroelectric power generation potential primarily. Along with that, it is home to many sports and the origin of Manipuri dance. Manipur is the second largest state in northeastern India and displays dense forests, serene lakes, and breathtaking landscapes. From rolling green hills and pristine waterfalls to to ancient temples and bustling markets, Manipur has something for everyone. The jewel of India is carpeted with dense and lush green forests. It is truly a land with a traditional and cultural offer to all the tourists. One of the most famous festivals of Manipur is Chera Oba. It is celebrated on the 1st of Sajibu month, which usually falls in the month of March or April. The regional goddess Sanamahi is also ardently worshipped during this festival. When visiting tourist places, we know Impal is obvious. Impal showcases the beauty of mountain peaks and foothills in all their glory. Ensure you do not miss landmarks like Manipur State Museum, Palace of Kangla, and Polo Ground. One of the greatest Manipur State Museum locations, Impal, is laced with glittering lakes and waterfalls. You will discover as you take a tour. Other places in Manipur are Loktak Lake, one of the largest lakes in India, and Kangla Fort. The dresses of Manipur have been defining fashion forever. Other dress styles include panek, inhapi, putloi, mekhnaibi, and dhoti. A typical Manipuri cuisine consists of steamed rice, boiled vegetables, thick curries, and stir-fried vegetables. Manipuri dance has originated from Manipur. Manipuri, Miti Lon, also known as Miti, is a Tibeto-Burman language spoken in Manipur. Literally meaning the jewel land, is the birthplace of Pulu, modern-day polo, and Mary Kom, five-time world amateur boxing champion. The oldest polo ground in the world is the Impal Polo Ground in the Manipur state. Manipur is also famous for hosting the world's only floating national park and the Battle of Impal, which stopped the Japanese invasion into northern India in its infancy. Now let us explore the land of hills, the Mizoram sister states itself. Nestled in the mountainous region, Mizoram is the land of blue mountains, green hills, and dense bamboo jungles. Land of the Mizos is one of the little known northeast regions. It is the southernmost landlocked seven sister states in India, sharing its borders with Tripura, Assam, and Manipur. Dotted with lush green forest and teeming greenery, Mizoram lies towards the far ends of the country, and the scenic views are beautifully tucked away and protected from the rush and bustle of the city. The beautiful mountain villages and the verdant valleys beyond Aizwal remain quite attractive. Often referred to as the Scotland of the East, Meghalaya is one of the Earth's most naturally beautiful places. The landscape is full of lush greenery, towering mountains, and pristine rivers and waterfalls. The people are warm and friendly, and the culture is super rich and diverse. There's so much to see and so much to do in Meghalaya, from trekking through the jungle to exploring ancient temples. If you're looking for an amazing travel destination that's off the beaten path, Meghalaya is definitely worth considering. And it's also a destination for the off-beaten track travelers who travel from various parts of the world. There are essentially three festivals celebrated in Mizoram. They are Chapchar Kut, Memkut, and Pawalkut. All the three festivals celebrate harvest and agriculture along with the arrival of spring. Aizawl is the capital of Mizoram in India. It is often added to the list to be one of the most splendid tourist attractions in the state as a part of the Seven Sisters of Northeast India. Other popular tourist attractions in Mizoram are Riek Heritage Village, Solomon's Temple, Dirtlang Hills, Mizoram State Museum, Fulpoi Grave, Bura Bazaar, etc. Puanchi is the dress worn by most Mizo women during festivals. The main dress is named Pawalkut and Chapchar Kut. Puan has shades of black and white and often come in several colors. Rice is consumed as the staple food of Mizoram. They also use a lot of non-vegetarian items like fish, chicken, pork, and beef. Meals in Mizoram tend to be blander with less oil and more fresh vegetables. Pot pita is one of the most famous sweet delicacies of Mizoram. Chero is a traditional dance that is performed in Mizoram. Mizo and English are the official languages of Mizoram. Mizoram means the land of hill people. Mizoram was part of Assam until 1972 when it became a union territory and achieved statehood in 1987. Known for its hills, rivers, lakes, and valleys, Mizoram's climatic condition is ideal for the cultivation of flowers. Mizoram is now one of the biggest producers and exporters of anthurium, which was introduced here as of 2002. The mighty Nagaland, also known as Land of the Headhunters, is all its glory and provides numerous tourist attractions for all its tourists and explorers who are very excited to explore the adventurous sides of their own living. Now, talking about the other seven northeastern states, we have Tripura, Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, and Assam. India is a country of rich culture and traditions. Every nook and corner of the nation is a reflection of the divine commitment and sheer dedication of its people. Tripura, the primate species, state of primate species, it's spread over just 10,491.69 kilometers. Tripura is the third smallest state in India. This land of seven sisters is popular as a hilly state in northeast India. It is bordered by the states of Assam and Mizoram to the north, Bangladesh to the south, and Meghalaya and Manipur to the west. One of the most destinations for tourists to go for, and also the explorers who are adventurous enough to visit on their off-beaten track, are the states. There are essentially three festivals in Mizoram and Nagaland, the land of headhunters, and now India. The vivid festivals, along with the combination of differently flavored foods and the hospitality the individuals offer, is what makes it unique and respectable. The principle of unity in diversity is the implicit law of nature, universe, and life. People belonging to diverse communities, speaking different languages, having different food, performing different cuisines, customs harmoniously coexist in India. Thus, the story of performing different customs harmoniously coexist in India. Also, the soul of the cultural heritage of India lies in the fact that it's an all-embracing confluence of religions, traditions, customs, and beliefs. Over the year, numerous styles of the art, architecture, painting, music, dance, festivals, and customs have developed in India, and this wide variety has made the Indian culture unparalleled, to which the entire world still looks up to. The cultural heritage of India still flourishes, maintaining its original features together along with changes, are key indicators of its strength. India is a country of diverse culture, religion, caste, and it includes people from different backgrounds with different religions and festivals celebrated. All these people come together to form a country as us. And now, these states, along with the different traditions, cultures, religions, forms, and shows to the world that they can stand together and together work as a nation with full responsibility and respect towards other people of this world. Over the years, numerous styles of art, architecture, painting, music, dance, festivals, and customs have developed in India. And this wide variety has made the Indian culture unparalleled, to which the entire world still looks up to. The countries here have diverse communities, they speak different languages, they have different food cuisines, and they also perform different cultures harmoniously, but still they prove to coexist in India. Thus, the soul of the cultural heritage of India lies in the fact that it's an all-embracing confluence of religions, traditions, customs, and beliefs. The cultural heritage of India still flourishes, maintaining its original features together along with changes, a key indicator of its strength. Okay, listeners, I hope you all enjoyed the topic, the Seven Sisters of India. Let me introduce my next student RJ, Rokam Bhavna Sri Santoshi. and her participant number is 19. Thank you so much for listening. Keep listening to Radio Vishnu 90.4 towards Knowledge Society.